Against Scotland last weekend, the second friendly of 3. Here we go. It's time for the new season. The Top 14 2023-2024 begins, and the ball just falls into the hands of Rasaku, but it may have gone forward. It's going to be a scrum for Toulouse. And a little issue there for Uzaya Kassim. Just saw that there was a lot of pressure coming his way. The cavalry. And very quick to come up was Lucas Tozan. And there he is, getting in the way, making life very complicated for the number 8 from South Africa, the former Scarlets, Pumas, Cheetahs player. Paul Grau, former Montauban Agenais. Third season for Toulouse, the understudy of best rugby player in the world at the moment, Antoine Dupont. Good start for Toulouse if they can use this platform. The ball has been delivered, it comes out, there's Gros getting the ball into the hands of Guissoun. Guissoun crashes into Lopez. There's a little bit of a fumble there, and that's a fantastic clearance kick from Camille Lopez. That is absolutely sublime, picked up here by Baptiste Germain. Now they can calm things down marginally, because that was a frantic start. Look at that for a kick, that is just brilliant. Not a 50-22, I'm afraid, just outside of the 22. Great running, wonderful running there from Theo and Tamak. That's anybody's ball. Bayonne can get their hands on it. Nudged back, excellent work there from Paul Grau. And they make it safe. Alexandre Roumat. You just got to roll out of there. You can just see that there's a Bayonne player just trying to find out who it is, and he knows too well that he's just rolled himself, and I think he got hurt in the tackle. Thomas Sate, the former Nevers lock. And there's the clearance from Baptiste Germain. Lovely kick up to the edge of the 22. And that was the little fumble. Good work from Guillaume Rouet.
Noir, descendez s'il vous plaît. Il y a l'ailier, les gars.
Line out goes in, and well, it's been won by Bayonne. Lopez with the acceleration, gets the ball out to that's a good little kick through there from Muscadets. Well, a little bit easily dealt with there by Mathis Lebel. His kick is a clean one, straight into the hands of Lopez, who launches one of his own. Now, there was talk, and there's a little bit of conversation about Camille Lopez being a possible call-up for the fly half position following the ligament damage that Romain Tamac picked up just in that little slight collision with Finn Russell last weekend that sidelined him for the Rugby World Cup. Lopez down the pecking order, of course, behind Jalibert, behind Antoine Hastoy as well, and of course Ramos, fullback, but also a very strong fly half when he needs to just nestle into that position and provide his team with cover, whether it's in the national colours or playing for Toulouse. Yeah, there's an advantage there as an offside position. Roy gets the ball out, Spanish international Sate. There's the Lopez little dinky ship over the shot. Watch out for this man. He is an absolute live wire. You've got to be very careful. You've got to bring him down. Rasaku is one of the top try scorers coming into the top 14 from the Pro D2. Nice hands, very nice hands. That pass not as good, but picked up quite comfortably there by Rémi Baget. And that's gone straight out. We'll go back to the original offside position. Albin Placine, player who knows this neck of the woods very well. He used to play for Biarritz. Spent 5 seasons playing down at the Aguilera. Since then, over to Toulouse and enjoying his 6th season playing for the current French champions. Lopez try and belt it down into the corner. Nice and neat, the platform's been set. Just look where, well, it's not the offside position, but just look at that. That's a lovely kick. That is from one great hands there for the former Mont de Marsan player. 13 tries in 19 games played for Stade Montois. Perfectly taken there. Thomas Say doing the business. Now, Bayonne on the move. Watch out for Roumat. Roumat's got his man. That needs to fall on the right side. It has indeed. Roumat's there. Good hands there. Very quick hands from Kassim. He needed to be quick. Sait's on the ground. That's an offside position. No, it's not. It's a knock-on before Placine was pinged for that, for just roaming a little bit over into the Bayonne side. A couple of little issues there. Like Kassim, just a little bit of butterfingers. Let's have a look at that again. Line out was perfectly taken by the big man. Arthur Thuria, new recruit coming from Clermont, back to his homeland. 29 years of age, 15 capped. Back rower for French national team. He left at the age of 19. And now here he is back in the beautiful Basque country. Grau, Roumat off the back, good hands, Guitoun. Observed very carefully, a wonderful running from Barassi. Barassi, Placine can't get the ball out. And there it is, it's a little bit of a mess. And it's anybody's, but there's been a couple of knock-ons and you need to go back for that. Monsieur Rousselet will, of course, go. Joshua Brennan's look describes the scenario. I'm afraid there was a few too many little knock-ons. There is Pierre-Louis Barassi. Wonderful little jink, comes inside. Excellent offload. But there's the knock-on. There you go, that's the Albin Placine knock-on. Anthony Gelon with Antoine Dupont. Right, that'll be reset. Guillaume Rouet, the 35-year-old Spanish international, 21 caps playing for Spain. He's got double nationality. He's not the only Spanish international here today. On the bench, we've got Joel Merkle, a player who's, well, he's a tight head prop for Toulouse, 21 years of age. Decided to leave home at a very young age. Went on a training camp at Toulouse and decided that, well, he wanted to pursue his career in rugby, take the risk of trying to make it, become a pro, and decided to leave home and go and join the academy. And now he's picking up lots of games now. Lots of experience, good acceleration there from Guillaume Martoc. And Bayonne looking for their first points from nearly 10 minutes in. Camille Lopez, picked up by the South African, former Scarlets and Southern Kings player. Here's Kassim, gets chopped down very quickly by Roumat. That's really, got him down in a good position there. Theo and Tamac just couldn't steal the ball. Kassim trying to redeem himself by holding the ball and not making mistakes. Rui gets the ball out. Lopez goes out. It's picked up by this man, Martok, once again. Denis Marchois, captain for this Bayonne team. Now the kick will obviously take place. Who's going to chase this? The bell goes up. It's been knocked forward there, so... Well, that's anybody's ball. It took a deflection. Oh, that's a fantastic kick. That really is. And a 50-22 from Cami Lopez. Top quality indeed. Gregory Patat, Ugo Mola watch on. Gregory Patat, of course, working alongside Ronan O'Gara at La Rochelle before he decided to... Look at that free kick. That is absolutely sublime. And that will, well, just be picked up on the radar by Fabien Galtio, I'm sure, is watching this game, along with the French team, as they see how the teams fare this weekend amidst a very intense training session and program that they've put together to try and get themselves the right results. Those two injuries just hit them quite hard last weekend. Cyril Bay and Romain Tamac. Cyril Bay with the possibility of getting back into the French team. His injury not as bad as Romain Tamac, but the kick from Paul Grau. Straight through Kassim's hands. Marchois does well. Good pass there from Huguet. Placine told to get out of there. Rousselet. Good support play as well. Here's Rouet. Thomas Saitz, the former Dax Béziers player. Well, there's another knock on. A little bit scrappy. The balls must be quite sweaty. Temperatures up in the mid-20s. A lot hotter than that earlier today. The last 10 days have been pretty hot in France compared to the start of August, which was pretty miserable, to be perfectly honest with you. Quite a lot of rain. I think that a lot of Northern Europe actually experienced pretty much the same weather patterns, but a lot of sunshine over the past 6 or 7 days, especially down this part of the world. Well, these are the Toulouse players that are out injured, of course. Mierfou, big loss. Davidenu, Epé, Delibes, Lacombe, Cramon, and Edgar Retier. Edgar Retier will be a player who will be looking to try and get himself a place in that as the fly half for Toulouse. Of course, when you look at the players that they're missing, Toulouse, they're not just missing the French internationals, but there's also Ange Capozzo with Italy, Santi Chocobarras with Argentina, Malia as well, Jack Willis with the English team. You got the injuries, then you got all of the French internationals, but Ugo Mola just knows how to deal with these. Toulouse know how to deal with these situations. Here we go with Toulouse on the attack. That's a absolutely fantastic kick, that really is, right into the corner. And it just gives you an idea of how good these players are. And that's a 50-22 of the tallest order. Look at that, Toulouse will get the ball back. Aruma off the back of the scrum once again. just providing his team with a good go-ahead. And after that, just look at that, he's inside of his own half, and this ball will go straight into the hands of Ian Boubia, 21 years of age, 15 games with Toulouse. Roumat takes it perfectly. Now let's see how well organised they are. Boubia's at the back, and he's trying to find a way. He goes alone, can he get over? He's not able to turn, he's dropped the ball there. Placine picks it up, can he ground the ball? Hit back, is that grounded? I'm not too sure, he's been turned. And well, they're gonna get a penalty, but Placine nearly finding the first points in this clash. What, 14 minutes in? They kick for the corner once again. Netty and Boubia working together. Roumat will be logically the player. Oh, it just comes off his fingers, and it's a botched attempt at a line out, and you can see that the referee's arm is up, so it's a knock on. Now they need to get rid of this, and Camille Lopez, lots of time, lots of space, smashes it up to the halfway line, taken very quickly there by Tauzin. Tauzin to Lebel. Lebel still on his feet, still going, and they're up towards the 22. Tamac gets the ball out, and Germain, nicely done. Netty still on his feet, does really well. There's Gros, he cuts inside, wonderfully taken. That's a very solid tackle. Picked up and goes again. Joshua Brennan this time. Guitoun, it wasn't a hands. That's a good tackle there on Lebel. Very good tackle, and the Basque boys trying to get their hands on the ball in the ruck. Owen Franks unable to make inroads. Boubia this time, Joshua Brennan. Theo Tamac. Charge once again, surely that's going to be a turnover ball. That is fantastic play. Brilliant double acts there, working their magic. Just look at that. Denis Marchois is the captain, who made sure that that was going absolutely nowhere. He had the hot hands, and he made sure that that was a turnover. Brilliant stuff there. Playing his 40th game for Bayonne. They breathe again. Still no points on the scoreboard here at Jean Daugé. The line out a little bit rickety for Toulouse. They do manage to get possession. Oh my word, that's a big mistake. And Spring, oh, and that's under the double knock on. Well, that's just unfortunate. Tom Spring, brother of Max, the Racing man, just look at that, took his eyes off the ball, straight through the basket, had a hole in it. Tries to recuperate the ball. Guitoun comes flying in on this greasy surface, sweaty surface.
Capitaine, faut jouer là, plus vite.
Denis Marchois getting a little bit of treatment there on that left knee.
Non, vous l'aviez pas remarqué. Plus rapide. Non. Le 2, ça fait 3 fois de suite.
Gregory Patat, there's Pitan Germain, there's Poirier as well, Morahan, Carl-Andre, Perchot. Rhys Hodge is one of the big names that have signed for Bayonne. Also trying to bring down Joris Segons as well. Jela Prezidze of Georgia, wonderful player. Also on the books with Bayonne. Jean-Marie Ribaud leaving. Torsten van Jaarsveld, the Namibian. Frederick Mori, another player who's joined from Union Bordeaux-Bègles. Luke Morahan, another fine player who saw just out injured, not fit yet. Well, you can't come around. Guillaume Rouet just just can't afford to mess up your scrum. And the 22 should be a good chance for them to try and get some points. You can see that Peter Ernst Scholz just paying the price, the former Wasps player from South Africa. Owen Franks, two-time Rugby World Cup winner with New Zealand. 108 caps for the All Blacks. 35 years of age, comes in to kind of replace Charlie Fomarina and delivering the goods on that occasion to bring down the Bayonne front row. Baptiste Germain, the 22-year-old, is the man who will be kicking tonight, as you can see. Off the post. Ball is still live. Oh, a little bit of a fumble. Now who's got their hands on it? Toulouse. Oh, that's... it's been knocked forward now. Retier. Haven't seen him with his hands on the ball just yet. Edge of the 22. Placine picks it up. Makes it available. The charge coming in from Joshua Brennan. Got the advantage. Bobia. Gros goes a little bit deep. Little dinky chip through. It's not bad at all. Wow, the collision there, just on the corner flag. Just look at that. Guitoun with a little bit of wizardry there. Good cover play from Spring. Could have ended in tears. Look at that kick. We still don't have anything to talk about. Look at that. Inside of the right boot. And look at that man there, Mathis Lebel. Comes off Lebel, and that should be Bayonne ball. It shouldn't be a line out for Toulouse. Well, that's the last touch. They don't like this one bit. Totally understandable. Let's see if the referee reacts. And the TMO changes his mind and gets some information in his ear. Nope. Forget about it. Bobia. Placine makes it safe. Bobia picks it up at the back. This is important for Bayonne to hold forts. They're working hard, 20 minutes in, and it's there, and they're having a few issues there. It's been dropped, but it's still Toulouse in possession. Paul Gros, watch out for Guitoun and Barassi. These guys have got acceleration. They're very strong players as well. Into the hands of Jermaine. Goes across, it goes right across. It's been whacked back in. Look at that, the basketball skills. Martok knocked down. And here it is, it's definitely a knock on there of the... Right, so we got a scrum for Toulouse. And Bayo Muscadets frustrated that. Came out of his hands. Right, we got a water break here now because it's piping hot down here in the Basque Country on the pitch, and temperature quite high as well. Look at that from Guitoun. Such a wonderful player. And look at that. That is beautifully done there from Lucas Toza. Picked up perfectly there by Bayo Muscadets, but dispossessed. Couldn't just keep his hands on the ball. Wow. Gregory Patat just supported by Joel Ray, who's the forwards coach. Jared Frazier, who's the Kiwi backs coach. Nick Abbendanen of the former Clermontois, now the defense and skills coach. And Loic Louis, who's the performance, physical performance. Toulouse, of course, have got Hugo Mola and Poitrenaud, Jean Bouillot, Virgil Lecombe. There's a whole host of quality players, and all of them have worn the Toulouse jersey, of course, one time in their career.
Allez, messieurs.
Laurent Toury's the defence coach. Jerome Kano, of course, who forgot to mention, whose skills, also working with the Espoirs, doing a fantastic job as well. Probably partly responsible with the signing of Owen Franks, former Crusaders and Hurricanes player. Lucas Tozan showing off his good aerial ability. Smashing that ball back. Inland from out wide. 21 minutes in. Scrum for Toulouse. No points on the scoreboards for this opening top 14 game. Here's Paul Grauter. Guitoun still on his feet. Finally goes down. Rouet doing the business. It's good work, Piola Fasalele. Haven't seen too much of his ball carrying. He's a real piece of work, the giant Samoan. Good defensive play from Bayonne. It's Fasalele once again. Ball comes out, Gros. Have to take him low. That's a really good tackle on Alexandre Roumat. Baptiste Germain gets the ball into the hands of Lebel. Lebel frustrated for not getting called up and brought into that French team. Really wanted to try and test the best French wingers. Even with the pre-selection team made by Fabien Galtier. There's Baptiste Germain. We're trying to use brute strength to just charge through that defense. Does well to deal with Rouet. Still going forward. Well, he had his hands on it, but there's a good opportunity here. Oh, wonderful play. Sofiane Guitoun, the smiling assassin, darts through the defense, the acceleration and the score. Beautifully done, speeds it up, fast play, beautiful score. First try of the season for Toulouse here at Bayonne. And it goes to that man, Sofiane Guitoun. Well, there it was. Baptiste Germain just rumbling and taking Guillaume Rouet out of the way. The Spanish scrum half getting taken down. Joshua Brennan does some really good work. They're really close to the line. The ball comes out, and that's beautiful, beautiful play. First of all, it's Gros to Germain, and then Guitoun finds his gap. And he's so strong, cuts a fine line and grounds the ball beautifully. This time he doesn't hit the sticks, he hits it between the sticks. 7 points to 0, Toulouse take first blood. High ball taken perfectly there by Ntimak. 20 years of age, 4 years younger than Romain. Of course, the Ntimak NDA is all about rugby. Emile, one of the finest of his era. Nice work there from Spring. Got to release the tackle player. Rouet.
Assistant plaqueur immédiatement.
And Lopez will logically pump it down into that corner. Good kick. They'll be in a good place here to try and get themselves that line out, driving maul. Something that this Basque team are very proud of. They work really hard to get themselves those well-organized Roman centurion-like structures with momentum, kinetic potential energy. It's all there. They got to win the ball first. They do it triumphantly with a beautiful take there from Denis Marchois. Got the advantage, the collapsed maul immediately. Guillaume Rouet wants the ball, he wants to try and get it out. Well, it's been picked up, that's a beautiful bit of running. Off the back, excellent stuff from Guidicelli, new recruit from Montpellier. Stopped half a metre out, and there it is, there's the try, the reaction. Beautifully done, Uzair Kassim is the man. The South African number 8 with the eyes of conviction, deliberation and delivery. The locals are loving it. And there's the response. Well, first of all, you had to snatch it out of the sky, but it was a collapsed maul that enabled them to take it forward. First of all, good charge there from Guidicelli, and then it's picked up by Rouet into the hands of Kassim. He just gets rid of his man, cuts inside, gets rid of Franks quicker than Franks. The South African goes over. 5 points on the scoreboard. Lopez adds the extras, and we're all square at 7 points apiece. Well, he really did well. He got rid of Dio Intermac, who just couldn't make the hits, and then afterwards Frank was just clutching at thin air. Kassim goes over. Try scorer picks the ball up. Oh, it's been ripped out of his hands by Placine. They've got to be careful here. Franks picks it up. Yeah, we've got something. Got it. You can't come in from the side. There's the other call going against Ablan Placine. Pretty blatant. Well, as a former Biarritz player, you know what, there's always a little bit of tension between the boys from Biarritz and the Bayonne massive. They don't really see eye to eye. All right, there's Barassi. Such a strong runner, very strong runner indeed. Now, closely watched by Benoit Rousselet, Alban Placine. A couple of little infringements, just walking on a fine line at the moment. Vincent Guidicelli, 25-year-old. Oh, absolutely messed up there. Bobia picks the ball up very swiftly, takes it into enemy territory. Roumac gets the ball out. Germain, here's Guitoun. Guitoun, oh, the pass, it's just, well, if that would have gone into his hands, Baget would have been off. Not the case. And again, Barassi just unable to hold the ball. They need to watch out for the counter-rucking. Lack of players makes it very complicated, but coming to the rescue is Guidicelli. That's a brilliant piece of bravery. And now, oh! He's just frustrated with that. If he'd have picked that up, Kamieli Rasaku, well, I tell you, he's when he's plugged in, which is pretty much every time he gets on, walks onto a rugby pitch, he is just a live wire. He'll logically be one of the top scorers at the end of the season in the top 14. I think Tuasova might be there, of course, with Racing, just because, well, look at that, straight through the hand, bounces off the ground. Toulouse have got a few players on the bench. You've got Leo Banos, the Mont-de-Marsan player, and who's a back rower, quality player, Billy Searle, World Cup joker for Romain Ntamak. Rouet got the advantage here. Nicely done, very nicely done. Watch out, oof. He does so well, Tozan, to stop Rasaku. Max Spring just talking with Rasaku. It's only his second game in the top 14. He played one game against Castres for Bayonne before he headed off to Mont-de-Marsan. But he scored a hat-trick of tries in a pre-season friendly against Pau. That's a really good tackle, that is, from Lucas Tozan. Just does enough to bring him down. Afterwards, Barassi comes in and adds a little bit of an extra layer of defensive lining to stop the man in his path. "13 tries last season, 19 games for Mont-de-Marsan, just to give you an idea of the quality and the finishing ability. The stats basically tell you the story. Line out it is for Guidicelli. Perfectly taken, but it's not straight. And Thomas Sate takes the ball, but Guidicelli not getting it right. A little bit of pressure on the French hooker. Oh, for your information, there's no bunker in the top 14 this season anyway. So we won't have similar scenario situations like the upgraded and then downgraded red card dished out to Owen Farrell against Wales last weekend. That's not going to happen in the top 14 this season. Red card is a red card. Last word. The referee makes the decision, goes up to the TMO, of course, just as usual. Picked up by Fasalele. This can't go straight out. Paul Gros, box kick over the top. See where this is going. Oh, poorly timed. Nicely done. Look at that smart, intelligent play from the veteran. Now we're talking. Well, Spring gets moving. And he's, Guillaume Rouet doesn't get given the ball. And he basically screens and gets in the way of Max Spring. And it will be Toulouse who get possession. Okay, it's actually a knock-on. He actually does push the ball into the belly of Guillaume Rouet, but he just doesn't take it. And yeah, it is hot. Nick Abendanen. I can't even think about how hot that guy is in there.
Reprise du temps. Flexion. Lié.
Toulouse back training on the 17th of July. It's 2 friendlies that they played. Guitoun smashing the ball up into enemy territory. Safely picked up here by Rémi Baget. Former Toulousain Baget played there between 2013 and 2018. It's a good tackle, that is, from Schultz, doing well on Lebel, just stops him, and yeah, just flying off his feet.
Non. Je vais vous expliquer. Le ballon est dans un périmètre d'1 mètre autour du roc, on n'a pas le droit de plonger volontairement.
Yeah, you can't just fly onto the ball, he knows that as well. Quentin Béthune.
Dans une zone d'1 mètre.
Fully aware of the facts. First of all, great. Schultz doing really well, and then afterwards, that was the problem. Can't fly off your feet around the ruck, diving on the ball. Toulouse won 2 of their last 6 opening top 14 games, and all 6 of the games were decided by 7 points or less. They beat Union Bordeaux-Bègles in their opening match of the season last term, away from home. Lopez straight up the middle. This gives them a platform. Now watch out, Mathis Lebel. Lebel ducking and diving, using those wonderful feet that he has. Grote, Germain hits it high. Nicely taken, nice mark as well. Oh, it's an opportunity, and why not? And that's been smashed upfield, outside of his 22. And Germain does pretty much the same. This is for Lopez. Lopez, Germain. Where's this going to go? Gets the ball out. Nicely done. Spring sees that there's an option. Mismatch! Nicely done. Anybody there to help him? He needs some help now. It's a good tackle, that is. Picked up. And, oh, the offload. It's not a brilliant offload, but it's good enough to get into the hands of Huguet. Again, you can see that Bayonne working and making inroads. Guillaume Rouet tries to get his hands on this. The forwards now into position. Thomas Sate picked up by Béthune. Béthune goes down. Need to get your hands out of there. Where's the support play? Picked up, nicely done. Oh, it's out of the hands of Sate. And that's just going to be a Toulouse scrum, unless they can do something with this. A wasted opportunity here. And Germain, and the advantage is over. It's a good kick up towards the halfway line. 3.5 minutes before the end of the first half. The ball boy touched the ball, so they have to wait, take a proper line out. Excellent running there from Tom Spring. Came up through from Federal A, Nafarroa, down in this part of the world. Mum's from the Basque Country. Father's from New Zealand. Virgile Lecombe and Clément Poitrenaud. And Gregory Patat and Nick Abendanen. Nicely snatched from the sky from Iggy. Taking the ball forward, Roumat is in a perfect position, and that is going to be super complicated to get out. Need to release the ball. He's not releasing the ball, and that's the referee who can pick up on that. Roumat doesn't have much time to He has to release the tackle player, of course, but the fact that he'd done all of the hard work and he gets a pat on the back from his teammates because that was brilliant stuff. Looked at the referee, monitored the player who was holding the ball, brought him down, and then afterwards, well, everybody's making sure that that's not coming out. Ball back in Toulouse's hands, and the smile tells the rest of the story. Such a brilliant recruit. Last season, I mean, he played 21 starts out of 26 games in his first season for the 25-year-old. His father, Oliver, was French international, signed from UBB, of course. I think Hugo Mola may have played with Oliver Roumat as well during his heyday. Of course, the Bayonne coaching staff will be off, looking to try and prepare their half-time chit-chat. Gerard Fraser, of course, showing a little bit of frustration earlier on. Hookers going down. That'll be a reset. 2 minutes to go. 7 points apiece. 2 tries scored in the first half. Sofiane Guitoun. His 9th, 8th season playing for Toulouse. And Uzay Kassim, the South African number 8, scoring the first try for Bayonne this season. That goes down. It might be a penalty. No, it's going to be a penalty. And that is going to be a penalty going against Toulouse. And it might be Netty who's been pinged for that one. Yeah, there he is, Rodrigue Netty. Now, just less than a minute to go. Kick for the corner. They're not going to kick for the points here. And there it is, into the 22. Last chance of this half to try and get themselves another big score. Guidicelli, nicely taken by Kassim. Now they need the cavalry. They need a little bit of backup. They need to be well organised. Get Roumat out of that equation. Push them forward. The drive. Here they go. Moving around. Oh, it's beautifully done. They peeled off the side. That's going to be a try, surely. And has he scored the try? The question is, Guidicelli's down on the ground. Has it been grounded or has it been held up? Well, let's just have a look at this again. We'll go to the TMO logically. Look at that work by Retier. The referee is absolutely sure that that's not been touched, not been grounded. What a save that is. Give the man a medal, Arthur Retier. And they still got enough time to kick this. Stays in play. Can't kick it directly out into touch. Picked up by Martok. Goes out. Drop goal. Cami Lopez. Is that over? Is that over? Yes, it is. Cami Lopez with the first drop of the season. Well, well, well. Beautifully done. Sensational. Lopez, the maestro. Just look at this. 40 meters out. That left foot is worth its weight in gold. Sublime. And Bayonne take the lead for the first time at the end of the first half.
Avec le capitaine de l'aviron, Denis, effectivement beaucoup de bruit. Denis, on a dit qu'il y avait cette désapproximation de début de saison. Pourtant, c'est vous qui menez à la pause. Qu'est-ce qu'il va falloir améliorer à nouveau dans la seconde période?
Je pense qu'on mène à la pause, mais on a énormément de déchets.
Yeah, we lead half time, but there's a lot of messy things going on.
Humide à je sais pas combien de pourcents.
The humidity levels are so high.
On fait des fautes,
we're making errors.
On arrive sur les zones, par exemple la mêlée ou quoi, on est pas mal, mais
yeah, scrum's okay, but certain areas we really need to tighten up. We need to sharpen things up in the second half and get our hands on the ball like we know we can and do what we can do.
Le début de la saison. À tout à l'heure pour la seconde période. Sofiane Guitoun, l'homme qui a marqué le premier essai de la saison pour son ultime saison. Félicitations.
Final season, first try of the season for you.
C'est ce qu'il va falloir faire en seconde période, continuer à croire en vous et y aller.
Ouais, être patient, faire pas.
Yeah, we've got to be patient.
La moindre faute, ils viennent dans l'autre camp.
Any little error ends up with a kick back into our half.
Voilà, faut être précis.
We've got to be precise. We need to take advantage of our opportunities when we get our hands on the ball. Well, what an intriguing end to this first half. A tight arm wrestle down here in the Basque Country. Bayonne are leading Toulouse 10 points to 7. We're going to take a break back for the second half in a few minutes. Jake Taberjan also coming back and coming down to join Bayonne once again, along with Arthur Turia.
Capitaine Noir.
Here we go.
Là.
Time for us to get this second half underway. Lopez sends it high into the sky. It's 10-7 for Bayonne and a spillage immediately from kickoff. And the same scenario as what we saw in the first half. This time it's Tio Intamak, who is just unable to take the high ball, sees the oncoming traffic, looks a little bit too early. The likes of Uzay Kasim, who made the mistake from kickoff. And here we go, a scrum for Bayonne within the opening minute. Bit of pressure for Toulouse, but that's problematic. Netty. A little bit more space is requested by Benoit Rousselet. Bayonne, what they would do to try and lift the Brenner shield once again. There's probably no one, pretty much no one, maybe a few fans that still remember the victory the last time they managed to win the Brenners back in 1943, but otherwise you go back to 1934, 1913 to complete their trio of French championship titles. Here they go. Long way away from that, of course. Oh, an attempt to go blindside. Guillaume Rouet just makes a mistake. You can just see the Remy Baget racing around blindside, looking to try and take the pass. Couldn't get it out of the thicket. And there it was. There was Baptiste Guy just getting in the way. And Rouet rues a chance that could have gone their way.
Pas d'intérêt. Flexion. Lié.
Just going in too quickly, and they just get the advantage here. Got to really make sure that the timing is spot on. Monsieur Rousselet was not too happy with that, and I think Peter Inscholz was the player who didn't respect his words. Got the line out, though, that they can try and work on it just inside of the Toulouse half. Taken by Kassim, picked up by Huguet. Plays to play for, he's with Carcassonne and Dax before. Here's Rouet, got the advantage here as well. Now needs to get the ball out quite quickly. There's Lopez, Lopez gets it out, picked up by Spring. Spring straightens up, nicely done, brought down by Rassi. And there's spillage there, but you can't keep hold of a player who's been tackled. You've got to let go. Barassi's been pinged.
Capitaine, il y a deux possibilités. Ici ou là-bas à l'entrée latérale du 3. Aux 50 mètres.
And yeah, it's an opportunity for Camille Lopez, and I think that they've realized that, you know, it's not going to get that cooler here, Jean Daugé, so you've got to take full advantage. Now, Kassim is there. And that was nicely taken. Look at what Spring does. He is a fine set of skills. He's got everything. There you go, and you just got to release the player, and they're still getting tangled up and trying to snatch the ball when the player's literally on the ground. Lopez to offer Bayonne a 6-point lead and move 13-7 up. It's coming around nicely, beautiful. That left peg of his is one of the best in the top 14, there's no doubt about it. 13-7. Couple of changes, you can see Joel Merkler's come on. So Owen Frank's given a little bit of a break. This is a Spanish international, just like Rouet. A little bit younger though, 13 years his junior. Perfectly picked up, well done, Denis Machois. And Cormenier comes on to replace Quentin Bethune. Tatafu comes on for Schultz. Is Tavita Tatafu, the fourth season, the Tongan international, the Tongan 20, well, he's a GIF. And Banos on for Ntamak. So Leo Banos, the French under-20s player. Great talent from Mont-de-Marsan. Oh, there was nearly a dropped ball there. Germain. Lopez, safe as houses at the back. No risk rugby.
On y va, s'il vous plaît.
And the clearance kick, taken quickly. And Rouet, it went backwards according to the referee. He'll grow a little bit disappointed that he didn't manage to snatch that from underneath his nose. Here is Tatafu. Placine, well, they need to make that safe. And that was just messy, wasn't it? Placine really getting in there. He knows what he's doing in the rucks. Sometimes, as I said, walking on a thin line or just going around the side. I think it was Banos, wasn't it, who was working his magic. Let's have a look at this again. Yes, Placine. Look at that. Excellent work there from Placine. And there he is, just keeping the ball. Merkler, they're all working their magic. As I said, these Toulouse youngsters, they've also got Reinhard Elstad on the bench, the Australian hooker Malachi Faimanifo. And Paul Costas, the 20-year-old world champion with the under-20s, of course, just a few weeks ago. And a top quality player. Third time that the French under-20s team has won, crushing Ireland down in South Africa last month.
Flexion. Lié.
Grau.
L'Afresté.
Well, that's really good work. And look at Rue trying to get the ball out of Roumat's hands. Look how good he is to get himself back up on his feet and gain an extra few meters. Brennan into the battleground. Fasaleli, that was flat, nothing wrong with that. Fans saw it from a different angle. Tavita Tatafu trying to turn the ball over. Long kick, maybe that's gone too long. That's not the right decision. Now, Spring. That's a very good kick, that is. That's a very good kick indeed. Under a little bit of pressure. And that clearance takes them up to the halfway line. It will be Bayonne in possession. And a couple more changes. I think we've got Arthur Aturia is going to come on. His return after 11 years away from home. And a wonderful, magical moment for the 29-year-old, the French international, 15 caps. I'm sure he'd love to get himself back into the squad. Remy Bordeaux, another new recruit coming from La Rochelle. European champion, of course. Double European champion, replaces Higgy.
Arrêt du temps. Changement, le 2. Ouais. Noir, venez sur la ligne, s'il vous plaît. Sur la ligne, ouais.
And there is Malachi Faimanifo Hawks coming on to replace Ian Boubia.
C'est le blanc qui va au sol. Premier arrêt. Jouez le 9.
Guillaume Rui, look at this. This is wonderful work. He's still going strong. Look at this. He's not going down. Beautiful support play as well from Guidicelli. And Placine, an absolute nuisance for Bayonne, doing the dirty work. Merkler trying to get his hands on it.
Reculez.
Tatafu also trying to motor and barge his way into Toulouse defence. Look at Placine. Drop goal opportunity for Lopez, and again he nails it. Lopez absolutely on fire. That left peg doing the damage, and now they take a 9-point lead. Just look at this from Guillaume Rui. He doesn't stand down. He refuses to go down, despite Germain putting pressure. But look at that kick. He knows it's over. $16 points for Bayonne, 7 for Toulouse. 11 minutes into the second half. The opening top 14 encounter of the season. Picked up by Mathis Labelle. Merkler. Germain. Brought down Arthur Retière. Brother a little bit injured at the moment. He'll be competing with Billy Searle during these next couple of weeks for that number 10 position. Got to roll away once you tackle. Logical call there from Monsieur Rousselet, he knows it. That was the tackle from Bordeaux. Had to get out of there really quickly, got tangled up, and the referee already on him. Well, they've picked up possession. Look at that. Nicely done. Kassemi's on a mission as well. Gets the ball. That's excellent support. Remy Bordeaux waits for support, picks it up. Another charge. The sun coming from Ituria. They get the ball out. They can get the ball out. They might have options. Some good options as well. The hands. Max Spring picks it up. Max Spring. Can he get the ball out? Stays in play. And Baget goes over. Beautiful rugby there from Bayonne. Baget is the man, the former Toulousan, scoring against his former employers. Beautiful rugby, good passing rugby, good vision. And it's a splendid finish for Baget. Well, the ball came out first of all, picked up, and just charging through on a mission there is Thomas Sate. Kassim picks it up once again. Look at what he does. That's brilliantly done. Bordeaux takes over. There's always a player there. Turia, another wonderful warrior. And then Lopez, get rid of the last man. There's the fullback and the winger coming in. And that's really complicated. And finally, the last pass out wide to Remy Baget. Gets rid of his man, cuts inside, grounds the ball. The beautiful Basque blitz. Cami Lopez, oh my, from out wide, he adds the extras. Great running from Max Spring, gets the ball out to Baget, and just look at the way he gets rid of Barassi. The damage has been done. Paul Costas coming on. Son of Arnaud Costas, former French international. Retière is the player who makes way. France under-20 world champion. Here's Lopez.
Stop, stop.
Delightful kick from Lopez. Well, he's not doing himself anything wrong in terms of putting himself on the radar for the French team, just in case there is a glimmer of a chance of him making, well, getting called up as backup. You know, it's highly unlikely, don't get me wrong. It's just his name's been thrown around a couple of times. And his kicking game is just sensational. Is it better than... Is it better than Mathieu Jalibert? Is it better than Antoine Hastois? Ramos, well, no, he's the utility back. He's always going to be in the French team. But who will play? Who will play 10 against New Zealand on the 8th of September in their opening clash of the Rugby World Cup? Would you put Ramos at 10? Brice Dulin at 15. Ramos at 15. Dupont with Jalibert just outside. Perfectly taken. Banos does the business. Gros gets the ball out to Germain. There's the charge there from Guitoun. Change of direction, nicely done. Baptiste Germain, here's Roumat. Roumat into the hands of Brennan. Brennan, little drop in the box, but little bit of a hospital pass there as Germain gets smashed to the ground. Gros goes again. Roumat, strong tackling, low tackling from Guidicelli, the new recruit, one of many. Oh, that's beautiful, beautiful offload. Very well played indeed. And watch out for Lebel. Lebel goes wandering, brought down by Cassin. Now a charge here from Hawks. That's a turnover. No, it's not a turnover ball. He was on the ground. He was supporting himself. That's why the referee is picked up on Tavita Tatafu.
Capitaine, écoutez-moi, c'est moi qui parle, ok? Je vous ai demandé une communication positive entre nous. Là, elle n'est pas positive. Okay? Votre joueur, il attaque le sol en premier avant de jouer le ballon, c'est pénalité. On reste au jeu. Pour moi, la passe, c'était bon. Merci.
Yeah, he's asking for good, clean communication. The communication wasn't good there between you and me. Now, the player attacked the ground before he attacks the ball, and hence the reason why the penalty goes against him. Germain kicks into the corner. Toulouse trailing by 16 points.
Changement, bleu. Changement.
Couple of changes. Maxime Machinot comes on for Rouet. I'm going to change in the front row as well. Thomas Akier, the former Carcassonne and Béziers player, replaces Guidicelli. Tibesian replaces Muscadet, another player returning home. The stud coming on as well for Placine. And Netty replaced by Duprat. Line out, won by Banos, but not straight. Bayonne get possession back. No need to take that anywhere else. Jake Tibesian, the 23-year-old, 4 seasons at Clermont, but came from Bayonne.
Non, c'est pas droit, mêlée. Oui, oui, oui. Non, c'est pas droit noir, mêlée blanc. Allez-y, messieurs. Venez ici. Venez ici. À gauche de la marque, les deux talonneurs, s'il vous plaît. À gauche de la marque. Allez, bonsoir, allez. Allez, Tom, allez. Seconde. Allez, Swan, allez. Flexion. Lié. Jeu. Restez liés.
There it is, Kassim off the back. Banos misses him completely. South Africa doing really well. Machinot just making it safe. He'll want to clear that as quickly as possible. Just came quite high off his ankle there. It's under a little bit of pressure. Well, it's gone back. Baget. Akier is knocked out of his hands. It was the tussle between Baget and Barassi. The players will need to take a water break now because it's the 60-minute mark and everybody's a little bit sweaty. 26 degrees. Well, the humidity level 73%. And there is hardly any wind. You can see that anyway. Everybody's talking about Mathieu Jalibert as being the 10 outside of Antoine Dupont. Very unpredictable game. If he plays his A game, Jalibert is sensational. But when you look at Romain Ntomac, the top captor's final against La Rochelle, he really had a bad game. He just became the hero at the very end with that that break and that score when they were tired legs on the pitch 5 minutes before final whistle. Enough to give Toulouse yet another Brennus shield to loft above their heads and take back down to the Pink City.
Allez, messieurs. Flexion.
Here we go, Machinot feeds the ball. Good drive there from Bayonne. They got the advantage, it looks like they have. Scattered and segregated the Toulouse pack. All sorts of issues there. It's a really good win. You can see that Machinot was quite happy to get that ball out, but when he saw the referee's arm go up initially, it was like, yeah, let's milk this. That is a wonderful kick, look at that. And Lopez playing a top quality game, watched on by Gelon and Dupont. Big boy, isn't he, Tavita Tatafu? Now, Ake, they want another try. Bonus win. Well, that's snatched beautifully there by Roumat. He is so good in the line out. He read that perfectly. Don't think that was straight either. And the clearance kick is not a bad one. Well, it's been picked up. Well, it hasn't. Finally, it's Hawks. And the Australian doing really well to make that tame. Gros, Germain, Guitoun, acceleration. Runs into a little bit of trouble. That's really good. Still trying to work his magic. You can just see what Guillaume Marchok is doing. Maxime Duprat with his first touch of the ball. They'll probably want to clear that. And there's the kick, and it's, well, it's okay, but it'll take them up towards the halfway line, but not that far. Far away from the 22. It wasn't the best kick. Well, the first match on Saturday, Racing up against Bordeaux-Bègles, Stuart Lancaster, with his first game in charge at the Paris La Défense Arena. Ake tries to get hold of the ball. It's been knocked out of touch. Hugo Mola watches on. A good opportunity. Watch out, Tozan is about. But I'm afraid that he's going to have to go back. because that is going to be a Bayonne line-out.
Capitaine. Capitaine.
Taken over the line by a Bayonne, by a Toulouse.
En avant qui va en touche, touche ou mêlée.
So Union Bordeaux-Bègles.
Mêlée. À casse. En avant,
Will be the
mêlée.
visitors. There you go, it's Elstad who gets the last touch. Linesman rectified the call. So in fact, they've gone for a scrum rather than a line out, which was the option. Now they got a chance to work their magic once again. 15 minutes remaining here, Jean Daugé. And, well, what can you say? It's Bayonne who are holding fort in their own backyard in this citadel they call their fortress that they're trying to defend valiantly, as they did throughout last season. And looking quite confident and doing pretty much the same once again. Big charge there coming in from Tebegen. Lopez, little kick through, it's a little cheeky kick, little bit of pressure. There's a player in an offside position. And I think, is that Paul Costas who's been spotted by the referee? Now, that's logically going to be a kick, because if it goes to 26, it's just a 19-point lead, and that's just perfect for them. Use the clock, smart, intelligent game management. Lopez is very wise. He knows what the score is, and the fans relish his every move. Perpignan managed to stay in the top 14 last season. At home at Aimé Giral, up against Stade Francais. Oyonnax at home to Clermont. Castres at home to Pau. Lyon at home to Toulon. Montpellier at home to La Rochelle on Sunday night at 9 p.m. I'll be joined by Andrew Mertens for that one. And Lopez does it again. Mr. 100% down here in southwest France.
Arrêt du temps.
26 points to 7. And Thomas Dolhagare, the fly half, has come. Sorry, it's Muscadets who's come on to replace Martok. So he's come back on, of course, and Brennan on for Fasalele. He's not going anywhere, is he, Lebel? Picked up by Merkler. Just look at what every player is putting in. And there's some backlash, verbal backlash, 10 meters, frustration for Toulouse. Got to release the tackle player, Joshua Brennan. Never going to be an easy battle against Bayonne down here. Ugo Mola fully aware of that. Look at that. The former Breviste, Thomas Akie, doing really well at the breakdown. Ake, nicely taken by that man, Sate again. Billy Surlon for Jermaine. Ake's there, finally goes down. Machino gets the ball out, it's Muscadets, the Basque boy. Akie again running into traffic. The big boy Tatafu. Bayonne, I'm sure Cami Lopez is in drop goal position, and he fakes it. Little dinky chip over the top. The mark has been made. Nicely done by Billy Searle. And the English fly half comes on to replace Jermaine. Has played in the warm-up games for Toulouse. Medical joker, of course. He'll head to Biarritz at the end of his stint at the end of the Rugby World Cup. Picked up by Gros. Nicely done. Merkler gets rid of it. Maxime Duprat, there's Brennan this time. Trying desperately to keep the ball in hand is Duprat once again. Does really well. Bit of support here from the big boys. And finally, it's the whippersnappers who pick it up. The midfielders. Clément Vergne. Inside pass from Gros. Well, it's just scrappy, isn't it? Look at that. That's going to be a scrum. They're just losing their way, Toulouse. Doesn't happen every day. Philippe Tailleb, the president of Bayonne, watches on. 10 more minutes to this, boys, and there'll be a grand merci à tout le monde. But we're not there yet. There's still plenty of rugby to be played. Toulouse, you can't stop Toulouse. You can't stop playing against Toulouse until the final whistle's been blown. And the words of Gregory Patat going into this game is Toulouse are always going to be Toulouse. Big names or not, you are taking on the French champions, and you have to play 80 minutes. And Gregory Patat talking about how they've worked on their physical form, how they started earlier than some of the other teams, and knowing that games will be won by playing 80 minutes, not by playing just hard rugby and scoring lots of tries. It's just about putting in 80 minutes and being able to play still at the very end. Dolhagare comes on for Spring. And Denis Marchois will go off. Huguet comes back on. Valiant performance from the captain. And Cami Lopez still on the pitch.
Flexion. Lié.
Very confident looking Basque team. They know that there's still work to be done, but they still know that they've got their finger on the pulse of this encounter, the opening encounter of the top 14. An extra long season, of course, with the finals taking place in June. Big block of games immediately after the end of the Rugby World Cup. Final to be played on the 28th of October. Will those two players be in that final? Penalty going against Bayonne on this occasion. A little bit scrappy. Swan Cormenier, the loose head prop, penalised, losing his bind. Jean Bouillot, member of the great Toulouse team, Poitrenaud and all of those wonderful players who just won pretty much everything. William Servat, Yannick Josion, Jean-Baptiste Elissalde, etc., etc. Hawks with the line out. It's a short line out, nicely done. A little bit scrappy, but they still have possession here. Gros still on the pitch. You can play that. That was available, and that's a really good steal if they get their hands on that. It comes out the side, squirms out the side, and played illegally. And the likes of, well, we've got Dupont and Gelon here, but Francois Cros in action against Fiji tomorrow at the Beaujois Stadium in Nantes, in western France. Twin city with Cardiff, and it used to be the capital, the former capital of Brittany at one point. I think it's now as Loire-Atlantique, the département. Here we go, and they're on the attack once again. Nicely done, Dolhargi into the hands of Tiberghien. Good, strong, aggressive defence there from Paul Costas. Oh, off the head, a little bit of a shambolic attempt to get hold of the ball from Sate. Oh, he's kicked the ball, Elstad. And the mark has been made. They're just slowing things down. Remy Baget scored that second try after a sweeping move in which they exploited numbers out wide. Taking that very comfortably. I don't know why he kicked that away, Reinhard Elstad. It was basically get rid of it rather than let's do something with it. Good tackle there from Paul Costas. Played 5 games for Toulouse last season. Hoping for more game time. Kassim steals the ball. Machino, Lopez. Where are they going with this? Muskowitz, Tiberghien, he's got great acceleration. Can he release the ball? He's still on his feet. Costas covers well. Machino getting the ball in. There's Lopez kicks into the corner. It's a cheeky one, but the mark has been made by Barassi, and he's made it pretty safe. 5 minutes to go. He's off. Mathis Lebel, brought down by Akie. Cros, Hawks. The Australian throwing a half-hearted dummy. Wow, that's a big hit on Barassi. Good, strong defensive play there coming from Tiberghien. Inside pass, nicely done. Banos does well. Oh, spillage. It's been stolen very well. Picked up by that man, Dola Hagari. But illegal attempt to try and bring him down. Machino chucks it out wide. Now they're going. Bayonne on the attack. A deadly attack, potentially. Muscadet's doing really well. Baget in support. Needs to get down there and make it safe. Comes back out. Oh, big hit there. And a dangerous hit there, it seemed. Definitely fired up, isn't he, Paul Costas? A little bit of cramp there for Uzaya Kassim. Looked like it was a big hit on Thomas Sate, but a legal hit. Let's just have a look. That was perfectly done. Uzaya Kassim, inspiration out of here. Scored the first try, of course, but made a couple of mistakes at the very start, redeemed himself on the 23rd minute. And then afterwards, how important has he been to this Bayonne team? Leading by example, working very well off the back of the scrum. Excellent in the line-out. And showing off his leadership skills. He very much is a Jean Daugé favourite. And he's been replaced by Higgy.
Il est là, regardez. Marquez ici, messieurs.
3.5 minutes, and Bayonne in pole position to take the first win of the new season. 3 rounds of top 14 before we take that big long break. It's nearly, what, 7 weeks of Rugby World Cup across France. From Paris to Nantes to Bordeaux to Lyon, Saint-Etienne, Nice, Marseille. Lille. Well, this is the final nail in the coffin. And the Basque boys of Bayonne look like they have defended their fortress with just over 3 minutes to go. Lopez, he's gonna just pop it into the corner to see what they can actually achieve from a driving maul once they try and win this line out. Big scrum, big win. Shambolic set piece from the French champions. Germain replaces Gros at 9. Retier on for Lebel. There's the line out. Oh, it's not well taken, isn't it? Brennan. And Billy Searle finds touch on the 22. Well, there's the celebrations. They've achieved what they wanted. Gerard Fraser and all of the staff, Joel Ray, all happy with this victory. Ituria. Akier. Well, it's been stolen. Barassi. Kitoon. Brennan just crashing into the defense. Nicely done. Oh, there's spillage. And it will be a scrum for Bayonne. That's Retier this time. Left frustrated with that spill. Scrum time, last minute of the game. Bayonne pick it up. Machino, Lopez still on the pitch, going strong. Tibergen, great tackle from Costas. Hits his man big time. Hurts his man big time. Machino. Remy Bordeaux this time. Oh, spillage. Oh, it's a bit messy. This is going to be a scrum, but we will play the scrum. Whistle was blown just before the drop. And what a great performance from Cami Lopez. Kicking 100%. 2 tries scored for Bayonne. And 16 from the boot of this man here. 28 caps for France. Will he get another one? That's a big ask, I think, but in any case, he's playing well, and if Bayonne can keep him here, then that's a good thing. Look at that scrum, that's going to be a penalty. They've won it, and it's going out. Lopez, last word, big win, and a big, big statement there for Bayonne. And they celebrate their 15th undefeated match here at Jean Daugé. The fans love it, the players are ecstatic because they've just toppled the French champions Toulouse here in their own backyard. And the first win of the season goes to Bayonne here in the top 14. opening round one fixture, a home success, a home victory for Gregory Patat. The final score, Bayonne 26, Toulouse 7. Well, let's get a reaction from Alexandre Roumat of Toulouse. Must be very frustrating. Start a new season. A difficult second half. It's complicated today. We don't really have an excuse. First half, we gave them 10 points. A penalty that just we gave away, 3 points. A drop goal which was, yeah, very well played. Yeah, it's always difficult to play in Bayonne, but we lost because of the small details. We didn't stick to our game plan, and that's why we lost. Yeah, we need to be more disciplined next week. Some good offensive plays in the second half, but we don't score, so it doesn't count. Should have kept hold of the ball a little bit more and just stop them from playing. Arthur Ituria.
Première agent d'Auger avec le maillot ciel et blanc, beaucoup d'ambiance, d'émotion. Déjà votre première action après cette belle victoire.
Non, ouais, je suis content de jouer ici. L'atmosphère est géniale.
Happy to come back here. Atmosphere is fantastic.
Je pense que les gens sont pas régalés derrière la télé, c'était compliqué.
Today, well, maybe the fans at home didn't have a fantastic time watching the game, but you know we did enough to win this. And it's great to get a first win here this season with a new club.
Finalement, en seconde période, vous avez réussi à dominer, à reprendre le cours du match.
Ouais, la première mi-temps, un gros travail de SOP où c'était très dur, où ça n'a pas lâché.
Very, very difficult, very tough.
On était un peu plus dans l'avancée, mais
Pack worked really hard. Second half, we fed off what we'd done in the first, and we know how to win these games as soon as we get ourselves, as soon as we get ahead, and we managed to push forward and get the victory. A victory that really is important for Bayonne. They start off the new season with a victory. And next week they head to Mile to take on Toulon before the third game, which is away to Castres. So getting the home victory.